Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On the give, this is Eckler, and not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a big...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
He's going to go up top for the end zone, and that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that best team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Second and 2. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Still on his feet.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now a give running left is Eckler. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Seahawks. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now back to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score about garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to it. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to look deep for Moore. This is caught at the 20. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back, and make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Didn't take long, one play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play in the football.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle. And he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They're going to look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, Parham. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DJ Moore on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Talent on the dump off. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Gets around him. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the 2nd quarter. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Mac Jones, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. A couple of touchdowns there for Cam Akers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first. first as the second half is underway. Holmes returning from his end zone. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of it.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Quez Watkins. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Parham. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They'll run on first down. Henning, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, into
a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They'll set up a throw underneath to Allen. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's went going really hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes just out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Henning, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game, because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go play action here on first down. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A nice little juke. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, They get those clenched grins right now like, congratulations. But why isn't it me?
Well, and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. LA set to take over again on offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Reese. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Now left side on the swing pass. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Reese. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run the counter. Parham. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parham. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the camp.